Hello, and thank you for joining me. My name is Leroy Lawson, and I am a student currently attending the University of Connecticut at Hartford. Today, I'll be presenting my final presentation project for my engineering class 1000 with Professor Weidman. The topic that I will be presenting is why gender diversity is important in the engineering workplace and at the school, UConn School of Engineering. When I was researching this topic, initially I did not know a lot about, gender diversity and how it impacted the engineering industry. But the more and more I dug deeper into this topic, I found a lot of information that really, surprised me and really, intrigued me. And I just wanted to, record this and present all my information to you. So the first question that must be answered is, what is gender diversity? When I was researching this, I came to find out that gender diversity meant two completely different things, but very similar. I know that might sound confusing, but it's not that confusing if I break it down like this. So on one hand, you have gender diversity in terms of women's rights, women's freedoms, and feeling equal in social situations. And then there's the other part of gender diversity, which has to do with gender identity and sexuality, and how people who are gender diverse want to feel more comfortable within their own skin and feel more authentic. So they'll use, umbrella terms like genderqueer, non-binary, gender fluid to describe their gender identity, and they'll use pronouns such as they, them, or they as to how they want to be referred to within speech. So it's really a combination of both these definitions that I found. So, what are the problems of gender diversity within the engineering workplace and at the School of Engineering? The problem, the first problem is really just that a lot of people do not know about gender diversity, similar to me. But when I did the research, I was able to learn more, and I was able to empathize more with the situation and understand more of what, people who are women or people who are gender diverse go through. And another problem that currently goes on is just the lack of representation because of the traditionally male-dominated engineering industry. Not a lot of women and gender diverse people are currently in there. So, it's very hard for others to see a way to kind of work within that industry and within that workplace because of that. And also that, males have perceptions of people who are women and gender diverse, that they don't work hard enough, they're not as smart, they're not as, brawny, not as tough, with the stresses and the things that come with the job of being an engineer, which is definitely not true, because people who are women and people who are gender diverse can do it more, if not even better. All right, so what are the benefits? What benefits can the engineering workplace, engineering industry, and the UConn School of Engineering, what can they see from really honing in on gender diversity? And there's actually a lot of benefits that you can see as I listed up on here, and they all kind of chain down. The first benefit that you can see is a wider talent pool, wider, more people, with, difference in thoughts, difference in how they think, difference in personality, which enhances the overall collaboration of the team within the industry, within the school, within the workplace. With the enhanced collaboration, it definitely improves the staff retention and how everyone feels about their job and their current situation. They'll feel more satisfied to work and they'll work harder, which leads to a better reflection of customers. Customers will definitely see that they're trying as hard as they can to make everything equal and fair, and that will lead to a greater reputation within the company. Being seen as a trailblazer within the engineering industry, within other schools, within other workplaces, as a place that welcomes all people in all walks of life and has 100% equality no matter who you are, what you look like, or what you do. And that will really play into the last part, which is greater profitability, because at the end of the day, everyone wants to make as much money as we can, and that is very, very, very important for all sides. And the benefits, it's very important. It's a win-win. So how can we actually improve this within the engineering workplace, the UConn School of Engineering, and the engineering industry as a whole? Well, it's 5 things, but it's very simple. The first thing that we can do is that we can implement flexible work policies that are 100% equal for all people, including women and gender diverse people, and we should support them and whoever wants to use those policies. Another thing is that we should model the correct behavior or simply do the right thing. Removing your unconscious bias, not sexually harassing women within the workplace, not being mean-spirited. Simple things like that to make the workplace, make the school, make the industry better. Be fair when communicating with everyone. It's as simple as being fair and, keeping it straight with everyone, whether, man, woman, gender diverse. Supporting those who are, minorities, like the women and gender diverse people within the workplace. Supporting them in whatever they do and making sure that, you always have a helping hand and ensuring that, if they can come to you, you can deliver and you can help them out and you can teach them and they can grow and learn. And one final thing is that you can initiate yourself within these causes, within your company or your school or the industry. Really initiate yourself and learn more about it so that when they come to you with problems, if there are ever problems, if they ever come to you with problems about that, you understand and you know more and you can empathize more and we can get to problem solving so that problem isn't a problem anymore. So, how can we do this for the School of Engineering? There are also another list of 5 things that we can do. One thing is that we can hire more gender diverse staff and women onto the UConn School of Engineering, which leads into one other point, which is emphasizing the mentorship of people who are women and gender diverse people within the industry. Because it is not the industry. My bad, I misspoke. Emphasizing membership to gender diverse people and women in order to show them that, they can do this and that they are definitely wanted and that they can achieve any dream of theirs within the School of Engineering and beyond. Giving equal chances to everyone, keeping it 100% fair and 100% straight. No favoritism, just 100% equal on all ends. Addressing gender diversity early and often, because if we address it early and often, the benefit is that, with women and gender diverse people, they can feel like that people are understanding them and that they are heard. And for the men who are, traditionally dominant in the industry, they can kind of understand where they're coming from and better aid them when it comes to collaboration and working together. And the university, or the School of Engineering, should continuously research this to stay ahead of the trends and to make sure that this is not a problem within the future. So, in conclusion, gender diversity is important because it will make not only the industry and the school a better place, it will make the whole overall world a better place. And we must do that by getting out of our comfort zone and doing more research to help out. And denying that fact is not cool at all, because denying it just means that you're a part of the problem. And we can't fix a problem if you're denying it and being a part of it. If we meet those initiatives of gender diversity and constantly smash those goals and initiatives that we have, it is a win-win for everyone. Win on reputation, win on morale, win on profitability, win on, everything. There's no loss when we come together and we hit those initiatives. And I just want to leave you with one last question. Don't you want to see the world unite? These are all my references and all the research that I've done. These are all my sources that I have. And that is the end of my presentation. I would like to thank everyone for listening to me. A special thanks to Professor Weidman for the semester, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.